elimination match. As soon as the wrestler is pinned or submit, they will be eliminated from the match.
Well, we've been talking about him the whole show, Jeremy, and here he is back in the PCW. Paul London has returned.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jared, Paul London, one of the top indie wrestlers right now. I've run into him in San Antonio. I've run into him in other appearances here in Texas, across the country. And I'll tell you what, this guy's list of credentials is incredible. Just the men that he was trained by. Ivan Clutton, Dory Funk Jr., Terry Funk. Right there, that puts this guy in an elite company. He's worked for the WWE on several occasions. The list of guys that this man has worked reads like a who's who in wrestling.
Not to mention the Ring of Honor, Jeremy.
That's right, he is a
what an
huge
accomplishment.
One of the big indie based out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Ring of Honor. Paul London, a top star there, and we've got him in PCW right now.
Well, here's Chris Germany, here's Stephanie, and here he is, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in PCW history, one man holds both titles. The television championship title and the heavyweight strap you see around his waist. For the first time in history, one man holds both titles simultaneously.
Yeah, we can talk about what Paul London's done, but what Jared Steele has done is without precedent. He is the PCW television champion. He's the PCW heavyweight champion. And Derek Michaels, when I first started calling matches with you, I told you this guy was on his way. He's a superstar for a reason, and he is at the top.
I hate ever agree with you, but this time I have to say, you're right, you did say it.
But they're going to have their hands full tonight. Mike Foxx absolutely lit full of fire tonight after losing his belt last week.
Look at this. The lady holding the belt is an IFBB professional fitness model. That's Jenny Cook. That girl could probably whip your ass.
Yeah, I remember when we used to go out. Oh, my God.
Chris Chronic is in the ring, and he's taking it right after Paul London. Jared Steele jumps in from behind Chris Chronic. He did not think about what he's doing, and now he's suffering the consequences of his decision.
Well, you know what? You can't blame him. He's eager to fight. He's eager to get in there and extract some revenge. But you got to bring your partner out. He's in there 2-on-1. But here's the music for main event Mike Foxx.
Here he comes, the former professional championship wrestling title holder, the man himself. Main event Mike Foxx is in the ring, and Katie barred the door. He is taking Steele and London apart.
Ladies and gentlemen, set your VCRs. You want to see this one? We're staying with it to the very end. We're going to get a winner here. This is the main event PCW. Derek, I can feel it.
For the first time since our show began, it's 2-on-1. This time, it's representative of the good guy.
And listen to that crowd at PCW Arena erupt for Mike Foxx and Chris Chronic. Chris diving out to the outside.
Oh, right over the top rope down on Paul London. Jared Steele comes over and stomps in the back of the head.
Both teams now, they've got somebody on the outside. Jared has Chris Germany joining him on the outside. Of course, the lovely Mary Jane on the outside for Chronic and Foxx. The odds are even in 3-on-3.
Now, wait a minute. You see London and Steele talking over strategy. Now, look at this. They're actually arguing between these two men. I cannot believe it, but Jared Steele shoved Paul London in the back, I'm sorry, in the front to the back, and told him to get ringside.
Well, you know, they talk about honor among thieves, and you see it right there. Jared Steele and Paul London already starting off with a hell of a lot of trouble.
Well, that's the ego of the of the superstars. Now, wait it. Oh, look at this. Look at this tag unknowingly. Jared Steele.
He's going to get himself rolled up here.
Come on, Donnie. 1, 2. Just a 2-count. Mueller. Do your job.
Referee out of position there. We might have had a quick end to this match.
Irish whip off the rope. Paul London coming in right of the clothesline. Look at the maneuver. Look at the maneuver by Paul London.
You may not like his tactics. You may not like what he did earlier in the match, but you can't take away Paul's ability.
You have to respect what this man is capable of inside of the ring. Second to none. He said earlier, men wish they could do what I can do in the ring, and I have to agree. Hell, I wish I could.
That's absolutely right, Derek. You know what? You've got to have ego to survive in this business, just to survive. And you've got two men, Jared Steele and Paul London, that are brimming with ego. That might be their downfall.
Nice maneuver by Chris Chronic, the baseball slide between the legs, sweeping the legs of Paul London, taking him down. Here's a tag. Mike Foxx is legal.
Here's the backbone of PCW, main event Mike Foxx. Where he goes, this company goes. And right now, he is in charge of Paul London.
Let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Germany is on the outside. That could be the trump card for Steele and London.
Speaking of a shot to the backbone, there's
what a maneuver by Foxx. Just pelting him with right hand. Close fist shot. to the face of Jared Steele. The relentless attack. Mike Foxx has got to be incensed from what happened last week.
Well, remember what he said earlier. Last week he came prepared for a wrestling match. Tonight, Derek, what did he say? He's prepared for a fight. And that's what he's taking to Jared Steele right now as he brings Chris Chronic back into the ring.
Even though Mike Foxx is infuriated, he's smart and tagged out, bringing the pressure of the two in. Chris Chronic just got a low blow, and Jared Steele tags London, and that's a
tag.
That's a strong tag.
Again, the team of London and Steele not necessarily functioning well together.
Well, they're newly formed, Jeremy. It just happened tonight.
Well, it is newly formed, and it's two guys that want it bad. You gotta believe London wants those belts that Jared has around his waist just as bad as anybody else.
I have to respect just a two count. I have to respect what Mike Foxx did. He put his aggression, he put his personal agenda to the side and tagged in Chris Chronic, making this match more methodical, and he's definitely thinking about the future rather than just right now.
Speaking of the future, we know what the future holds. Sick and twisted, just 4 weeks away. Not only are we going to see Mike Foxx taking on Jared Steele for the unified heavyweight title, but also we're going to get a tag team title match. The Keg Brothers defending against the winner next week of Eagle and Douglas versus Ted and Putty.
And God, that was close to a 3 count. Stay with us, folks.